So that's something interesting. So
is he like doing business with the boats, or is this is like his castle? This is his
castle.
He's brought the book in. He's gonna fight.
Right. We don't think he's in this castle right now, and we don't think he's there all the time. Okay. He appears to be able to plane shift in or out. Like, we don't see him get there. We're not sure how he's getting in and out, but he's there sometimes. He's currently not there. He has I think it's his brother. It might be his son, who runs the place when he's not there.
Okay.
That guy's name is... Jarazun.
Oh, of course it's Jarazun.
So we think Jarazun is always there. Jarazun is also Nefriti, but not quite as powerful.
But the guy, Nabakahak,
yes,
he's on. We think he's on our side. Like, if we contact him when we get there,
right?
Is he gonna help us, or we're not sure?
We think he probably wants the book for himself. So he was probably loyal to the Afridi when the Afridi was just slaving and raising revenue. Some power shift has occurred. He's probably trying to get the book for himself. That's probably why he reached out to us.
But he does regular business, like the thing does regular business with these boats? Like, why are the boats there?
They're moving slaves in and out. So there's a prison compound and a training compound inside.
But it's active people going in and out.
Correct.
Because of this. Okay.
Correct. As well as devils, there's Ernie's running most of the security. There's also Durgar. There's probably 30 Durgar.
If they see us, though, are they going to immediately go, like, that's the enemy? Or we don't, like, they don't know us? We don't,
well, we're sending the A-team in with the cover story of being slavers, there to purchase slaves.
That's the other group. That's
correct.
We're not the A-team.
No. Okay. No, unfortunately, you guys have demonstrated prowess, but not effectiveness.
Was it
your style is very brutish.
Was it the complete destruction of that other plane?
Well, that didn't help. That was not a great mission, but that did give us a clue that helped us unravel what they appear to be up to, which is the completion of the Blood War.
So what's our plan after we get the Book of Vile Darkness?
We need to bring it back to our library.
That thing can't be contained. Should we try to destroy it?
We will probably destroy it once it's been documented.
You know, if you research how to destroy it.
We have our best people working on it. The prognosticator Sphinx looks up.
My character's like, then state the reason. I'm intrigued. It's a matter of my importance, too.
Right, I understand that you come from a strong library science background.
Because fun fact, the Demir are the librarians.
Which brings up an interesting fact. Somehow this tome found its way into our collections. Does anyone know how this apocryphal book was entered into the Azorius Senate Library?
I do not believe I have an idea of where it came from. Is this a Zone of Truth, by the way?
No, there's no Zone of Truth.
This should have been a Zone of Truth. I have an item just for Zone of Truth.
Wait, what was the question?
How did the book... They're basically accusing you guys of somehow getting the book into the library.
I will try... Does anyone give me a help, action, or guidance?
The guy that put the book there is not among this party.
I have a
Prisoner 13 looks at you with rage in her eyes.
I didn't do it.
But I believe you know who did.
Rock did it. I'm not going to say that out loud, but I'm saying I didn't do it.
Rock send her the signal?
Well, deception check. Anyone want to give me a help, action, or guidance? Anyone? Anyone?
We're trying to deceive them about it.
Because our party did put the book in there, so...
That's not deceiving, just saying that
the party didn't do shit. The individual did.
I'm still gonna roll deception that we have no idea how the book got there. Anyone want to guidance me or help?
The prognosticator Sphinx told you guys to put it there.
Yeah, we're lying to the rest of the meeting. We're lying to the meeting.
I look at him.
He looks at you, smiling.
You dick.
So do they have a plan, a suggested way we approach, or are we going to figure out that way we approach? Like,
we can get you into the docks pretty easily. We can also get you into the dragon lair. We appear to have a portal connected to the dragon horde, which is still largely untouched for some reason.
You should not touch that horde.
But if we go into the docks and they see us, are they going, like, can we assume that we are part of the dock crew, or it's like if they see us, we're toast, because they know Tabaxians don't belong?
You could, you would be unusual in that area.
Okay.
what if we defeat the dragon and like somehow like possess it or pretend to be the dragon and then get in that way? Try to be this dragon.
Is it possible to just remain completely unseen throughout the whole thing? And there's somewhere else where they wouldn't notice us coming in?
Oh, and the slaves.
So that
We could do the
So you could come in.
skeleton army.
So from the dragon horde, you could enter the volcano and come in through the lava.
You'd be entering as slaves, right?
You could get yourself captured and be brought in as slaves.
So the slave thing is separate from going in through the volcano.
Yeah, you would. So they have basically two ways they can port you in. One is by the harbor. One is by the dragon horde.
Can you do harbor in quotes? It's a lava harbor.
It's a lava port.
Can we do a Star Wars thing, or kind of like your idea of like maybe one of us pretends to be bringing the rest in as slaves? I kind of like the Star Wars.
Okay.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah,
Everyone,
exactly.
deception. Everyone,
Like
raise your hand for your
Star Wars
deception
Chewbacca.
check.
I mean, that's almost the. That's almost.
Everyone?
the same
Wait, no,
thing.
but Cody, we're in the plan the heist, so we're not actually rolling things yet. And I first of all, I'd like to compliment the party for in like whatever a year you actually went from mission briefing to planning the heist without being prompted. That's some real Dungeons and Dragon progress. I feel like as a group, we've really come a long way. I'm really proud of us. Yeah.
I was just asking for a plan if you're going to claim
Skip
a
several campaigns too. Which is remarkable.
Okay.
Absolutely remarkable.
Deception modifiers, everyone.
You guys want to do that?
Can we climb the cliff behind?
Absolutely. It doesn't look like it would be that hard to climb. It looks like a volcano.
So come in from behind.
So we can port you in.
Like my mom really likes it in behind.
Does some people want to go up that cliff and
So there is
She
a
still doesn't know who you are.
there's a dragon horde about a mile away. No, I've only talked to her 2 or 3 times. There's a dragon horde about a mile away. We have the ability to create portals between hordes across the multiverse.
Hordes or
Horde. The dragon gold everywhere.
Hordes!
It's
Hordes!
like I get ported between hordes, but the dragon guy, he does it between hordes. Don't get it mixed up.
And so we can get you into the horde of the dragon who we think is dead. We can't explain why the horde is still there.
He's a Dracolich. He's dead.
So what's the
It's a dead
plan?
dragon, but find out.
We have a plan if it is alive.
It's undead dragon.
If it's undead, we have.
I would vote for a two-prong approach. I like half the team tries to scale the wall and come in, and the other half the team, one of us pretends to be a slave master, bring the other folks into slaves. The worst that happens is you guys get captured. You go to the slave thing, and then we're there. And let's see what happens when we get to the slave thing.
I would make a good slave master.
I always thought so. I didn't want to say it, but
Honey Oates is also a paladin. So we have 2 paladins
I
now.
have plus 13 on persuasion and deception.
Okay,
yeah, that's pretty good.
that's really good.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
How big is the area we're going to be about? Around? Is the entire area within like 100 meters? I don't think that's right.
That's too small.
It's a large keep on the side of a volcano.
100 feet. Yeah.
100 meters.
Do they?
I gave you a map. The map should have a scale on it somewhere.
To your point though from a previous one, do they recommend, David, do they recommend we attune to this book or do we not attune to this book?
Do not touch the book.
How do we supposed to get the book back? We can't touch it.
Put it in a bag, bring it back. Do not interact with the book, do not talk to the book, do not open
Where
the
is this book?
This is the Book of Vile Darkness.
I know what it is.
And they press play on the history of the Book of Vile Darkness.
I know what it is.
Book of Vile Darkness is created by
Vecna.
Vecna. You guys have heard of Vecna? The Hand of Vecna? The Eye of Vecna? Like the ultimate
Yeah,
evil in
tutor
the
of
multiverse.
Asarak,
I know what it is.
former ruler of the multiverse.
How do
And
you
why did he
grab it?
write this book?
Why did he write this book?
The
book
contains
The book is his spell book, Dad.
Picking up dog poop. You
That's what the Book of Vile Darkness is. That's how strong Vecna was at his peak.
So it's
He
Vecna's
made-
spell book.
Yes.
Awesome. Sounds like it's a
you
great
watch a
one.
documentary about this.
And
It looks like the ultimate bad trip.
Is this where we think it
Like
is?
this needs to be
Like
explained.
the skin of goblins wrapped like the
Skin
evil
of gods. Skin of gods. You literally believe this should just
So
be
it's
destroyed.
beautiful.
Your plan is to throw it into the lava. or smoke it.
Touching it turns you into Emperor Palpatine, basically.
Or both. Throw it into the lava as it's burning. Inhale.
Yeah.
Do we think it's here?
Yes. You
There's
think it's
only
marked on the map.
one way to meaningfully destroy this.
the
So
X?
we can either go in here and then go through this, and then we're in this thing, or we can come into the cell block and then go through.
Where's that lava coming in from?
Why is there a portal in the Dragon Horde?
Does everyone know how to destroy the Book of Aldar?
What is it?
Why is there a portal in the Dragon Horde?
So one of the way dragon magic works in D&D, and this is a 5th edition thing, so this is kind of a cool new thing,
Yeah.
is the reason dragons are greedy and collecting hordes is because they have a special kind of magic that allows them to use that horde to create like a fixed point in space and time. So there are different versions of the same dragon in all the different multiversal planes. And whichever one of them gets the biggest treasure hoard, he becomes the other ones. So they're trying to become a singularity by building giant hordes. These hordes are all connected. So if you know how to travel between hordes or do things with them, all the red dragons can use the red dragon hordes, that kind of stuff.
No, all
And
the
I'm saying
same red.
horde!
You could say treasure.
Treasure pile! Giant treasure
Is
pile.
it accessible to anybody?
It's accessible to any
No.
of the same dragon across the multiverse. But
So the Azorius Senate
Bob the Red Dragon.
knows how to portal into a red dragon horde.
Just red?
No, that's not how it works. It's not Red Dragon, it's not a teleport to Red Dragon. It's Bob the Red Dragon can teleport to any other Bob the Red Dragon.
Correct.
Why would we want to go to the dragon?
Correct. They seem to have
Because from what we know
hacked
so far,
that
the dragon
technology,
might be dead, there might be no dragon,
and they can get to
but
certain.
So they were able to
probably
find a
Draco
Bob the Red Dragon in the multiverse that can get them
because we're
there.
not sure if it's Draco Lich.
Who cares about the Draco Lich?
We don't want to fight the Draco Lich.
Is that in the thing?
Ahem.
Dragon in the thing?
Presume.
Or is it like a separate
There was a
side
okay. So history of the book again because I went through it quickly. So the book is on the first level of hell, defending the Blood War. Right, that's kind of the front lines of the Blood War. Tiamat was exiled there a long time ago, so she's living in a castle on the first layer of hell. She's unhappy. However, she somehow gets the book out of hell,
Yeah, right.
which no one was anticipating happening.
But the Afridi's got it.
The book goes to a band of adventurers who take it to a giant red dragon and try to turn that red dragon into a Drago Lich. Something goes wrong, and the Afridi gets the book.
Okay.
That's kind of how the book got to be where it is now.
It just seems to me going to the dragon is a side quest.
No, it's a way to get in, right? Because it's like within the.
The dragon's thing is within this?
A mile. It's about a mile away.
Okay.
So it's not
not
the
in
same-
there. But apparently there's a portal from the Dragon Horde to this.
No, you would go to the Dragon Horde and then walk across the volcano into the keep.
Yes, I like that approach. Dragons. So the name of this game is Dungeons and Dragons, and if we do this,
Damn, you're right.
we hit both of them.
That is true.
So I understand we hit the dragon and then go into a dungeon. Did I understand that correctly?
I mean, the dungeon is only a few rooms. It's not. I mean,
Is it a dungeon?
Is it a dungeon?
Is there a dragon?
there are definitely cages and locks. So it's
So we have dungeons
That is
and
a
dragons?
compelling argument, sir.
That is the limit of it.
I see
this
what he's
yellow
trying
is
to do.
working out.
No, I see what he's trying to do with this. It's very clever how he puts the dungeons and the dragons into the game.
Together.
Together, yeah.
So it's not just a dungeon or a dragon,
Because that's what I thought this was going to be, an or. I did not think it was going to be
but we have the and operator between the two. But apparently it's a small dungeon. However, as clarified, it is a dungeon.
It is dungeon.
Okay, I still vote for 50-50. I vote for your plan of climb the wall, and then your plan of the Chewbacca.
Chewbacca Loki.
But that's my vote.
I will not be a slave.
If I,
Okay, I'm okay with this.
Then I think you gotta be a slave. That's what
You wait. So the entire time you guys have been doing this, you've been leveling up and consulting spell books with the other two wizards, the portrait and the rock, the green egg. So you've been standing talking to the egg and the rock, developing your spell strategy for this adventure.
okay.
What have you guys come up with?
Well, one potential avenue I was thinking of was the magic jar. If I cast that, I'll pretty much be immobilized, but I can possess literally any creature within 100 feet of my container. Issue is I'm well immobilized, and we're gonna need to lug my body somehow.
Why is he immobilized again?
If I can.
Why are
do
you
that,
immobilized again?
Huh?
Why are you immobile again?
because my soul's in a container, which I can then use to possess other creatures. Specifically, maybe some high-ranking creature in the.
Can you possess a dragon?
Possibly.
Magic jar. Let's see.
Your head's in the jar right now.
Yeah, it says you only do ways pass a check to resist me. Otherwise, I possess him.
I mean, is this jar fragile?
He can only possess humanoids' bodies. That's the issue.
Oh, a humanoid. Okay. Well, there goes the dragon idea. But
Well, if you want to kill you, yeah, I just wonder how fragile you are.
That's what I wanted, is to disguise as the dragon and just
So Carulus, I assume you're going to be running the slave plan. I assume everyone's going to defer to Brian's enlightened despotism for the dragon approach.
I'm going to vote to be a slave.
So you're or should he get to
So
pick his
that's
own
not
team?
really the way that a slavery works.
You're my slave.
There you go. There you go.
So we have 9 people. How many?
No.
We're going to split it 4 or 5.
Mandatory volunteer. Mandatory.
So you get first pick, Brian. You
So
get
just so you know, you can opt in, but you're really not going to be opt out.
Brian. You get second 2. You're leading the dragon side quest.
Are we splitting the party?
We're splitting the party. That's the plan.
Splitting
Right?
the party.
I mean, I think we
the
can
only way
have a
to do
solid
it.
idea for the dragon thing. And it's
Okay.
just me, right? Like, who's on team infiltrate the dragon?
No,
Like,
I'm on Dragon too.
Dragon team.
because you don't want to
I'm on Dragon Horde as well.
Dragon team Z.
Dragon teams.
Okay, let's do
Probably would be
it.
good
Dragon
to have a paladin.
Okay, well,
So the 4 of you, and then you're interested in slaving or dragoning?
Slaves, come on, man.
Can we make this harder on the dungeon?
How many people are on Dragon Team?
So far 4.
And how many people are?
2.
I'll join the slaves.
Slaves. Travis. Slaves.
I have 3 slaves.
Dylan.
Oh
We're
god.
not locking the cups.
Slaves or dragons?
I'll get you
Honestly,
fuzzy.
I'm mixed. I think I could.
Your indecisive wizard is unclear what he wants to do, and he's talking to a giant green egg.
Okay, he'll go on the slave screen.
He's crazy. Just leave him here.
Cody, do you still have the Bard's golden axe?
Do I still have the Bard's Golden Axe? Yeah.
A skeleton and a small child in a wheelchair who is also a skeleton approach you, and they would like the axe back, the loot back.
Wow.
I am actively playing it as they ask it.
You're going to try to performance check, please.
Okay, performance check. Anyone want to guidance me or now?
No. This is your Jane. This is your...
Good luck, Kelly.
Our clerics are not. Brian, when they say you want a guidance fee, that's you, man.
Performance.
I'm no longer a cleric.
Oh, you're
That is a 19.
Oh, the boy in the wheelchair starts swaying. The skeleton starts tapping along on his rib cage as if he's a xylophone. In fact, the entire Azoria Senate starts to hum with a kind of Cat Stevens vibe.
But I do have guidance. I am a druid now, though.
Was that the child that we killed in
Yeah,
the wheelchair?
correct.
I thought he was in a wheelchair because he's a skeleton.
Prisoner 13 is standing next to you.
Hey, how do you do?
I'm a bard
Still
wizard
is
multi-class.
disabled in the afterlife. That's a tough
How do
beat.
you like?
Is it in his bones?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm also using
so brittle, it
Draconic
can't get up the
magic to
wheelchair.
travel. But
Oh
no,
god.
I have a pet dragon in the Underdark that I use.
I'm just thinking of like that creature being glass.
You realize you're being sent to your death, right?
Yeah.
Stay away from your freebies at all costs. So he's not there all the time. When he's there, if he's there, come back tomorrow. Do not confront him. You will be hurt.
You're not a person, you're more like a monster. Well,
So
Is there
are
a
we
way-
really the B team or we're like Suicide Squad?
Neither one of these teams has what it takes. I have a feeling that someone's got a much bigger plan for it, because there's no way that they're just leaving this all up to you guys. But I haven't seen what they haven't put their cards on the table.
God, this isn't working.
They're probably sending you in early just to see that there's any additional defenses that they don't know about, because the book does seem way out in the open. It's never been this open before.
Smiling is like, like,
So I think they're just probing the defenses to see what's really there.
being viewed basically more as like entertainment.
Is there any way we can know if he's there or not?
Right, so they say they can't tell when he shows up. But when he's there, so you're looking at a live image of the compound and stuff.
Yeah.
When he's there, there's a lot more discipline. Things run infinitely more organized. Like right now, you see there's like Durgers kind of playing soccer in the yard. There's prisoners being, it
Yeah,
looks.
so okay, yeah. And the
It runs like a military proficient when
the
he's
Union
there.
Jack is at full,
Correct.
the British flag.
Yes, there are flags out in front. He has his own. Flag.
Ooh.
that is described in the adventure.
ready.
We might as well
I'm ready
give you
to-
that
I'm
flag.
ready to be a slave.
Fiery orange banners hang from the lower parapets, rippling in the plumes of the heat that rise off the lava. It's a crown encircling the branches of a tree wreathed in flame. Would you like to do a tree identification check?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
16, 8, 16, 32.
That's wrong dice, I think?
When it's not. Oh, sorry. Which one is it?
D20.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, yeah.
Not natural.
Right. Modified 20. You know exactly what tree this is, and you can't believe that he's burning it. This is one of the most sacred trees on the planet. That burning image, a lot of people wouldn't pick up that's just the sign of slavery. He's just burning freedom, is what he's doing.
Okay.
Is it an olive
Let's get
tree?
this guy. Let's go in.
Asshole.
I'm pissed.
I heard burning freedom.
Yeah.
The Afridis are bad guys.
Have you ever talked to anyone about your problems?
Okay.
Dragon Horde.
He's doing fine.
I guess I'll just go with these.
You're going with the slaves? Okay, so okay, it's gonna be really hot.
I've got the flame potions.
Sitting right there, you all look over and they're just like,
It might be a good idea to do that before you get there.
Man, everybody fire potions.
What's the fire
And I'm wearing my.
So
fire
he's got potions. Cody, what does a potion of fire resistant get you?
It grants you resistance to fire damage, nothing else.
Resistance to fire damage. Okay, so it's not gonna
For
be
8 hours. So you're still gonna hurt, but you're not gonna die.
Okay.
I imagine it's just gonna make us uncomfortable instead of outright spontaneous.
I'll give you advantage on your exhaustion checks. Is what I'll do.
But this you only get half damage on resistance. It's not immunity, right?
It's not immunity. But
Yeah, you're still getting dehydrated and uncomfortable, but you're not suffering as much as a lot of people are going to be.
You're the leader of our troop.
Right. I'm looking at if there's any like spells that can help with fire. 'Cause are we still taking damage, or does the fire resistance completely cancel?
no, you're still taking damage to get hit by
So we're
fire.
going to be consistently taking damage.
Who was the
So I'm going to look through
person?
my spells real quick to see if I can do it.
No.
Someone like did like a big water sphere a couple sessions ago.
But that's, he had access to water. He poured water.
Oh, you need access to water.
He did.
What's
He had the
going
time.
on?
The water sphere.
Yeah, but you had access to water though. Like, you can't just make water out of nothing, right?
Let me double check that.
Because then you could like bump into
I do have a
it. You
decanter.
could hug the water sphere and cool down.
I do have a decanter of endless water, so I have endless Gatorade on me.
Stay hydrated. Critical.
Yes.
Do the Gatorade bath.
If we take the fire potions, we are immune from general damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's going to happen
Like,
when you're on
we're not
lava?
gonna take damage as we're riding in the boats or something.
You're going to get exhausted. It's going to drain you, right? And exhaustion comes in levels, and the levels start with kind of bad, like you have disadvantage on all rolls,
Yeah.
to super bad, like you can't move.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
To
get 6
death.
levels. Yeah, you die.
When you hit 6 levels, you die.
So you're going to be making exhaustion saves when you're on or around lava.
Okay.
So these are going to give you advantage on those rolls,
Okay.
which is great.
Oh,
All right, let's go.
No, wait, he's checking if he has anything. Our other paladin's checking if
I think you got. Can we bounce? How are we doing with the Dragon Horde team? Are you guys ready? These guys are still checking spells.
There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you ready to go?
yeah.
Okay, so they take you down in the Azorius Senate,
Okay.
and they take you out of the Azorius Senate, and they take you kind of across the plaza, across the street, into a different guild. What is the Is It Guild?
oh God, we are not surviving this portal.
So we have 2 parties right
So
You
they
just hear
take you
fear
into
enter
like
my
the
eyes.
Steampunk Guild, right? And in the Steampunk Guild, there is a giant dragon that is manning a very odd-looking contraption, right?
Technically, there are no dragons left in Ravnica since Nymph Midget died during World of Spark. So
It's a spirit dragon. Can there be a spirit dragon?
you can have Nymph Midget, the Living Guild Gate, be there.
Okay.
He needs to be born.
And he pulls some levers and throws some switch, and you guys see a shimmering ring of light start to fade in and out of reality, and appears to be opening up into another realm.
Can I just one
Dragon team.
Is this safe?
No.
split up?
Okay.
Can we agree to meet back at the audience chamber?
Yeah, look through my stuff. There's
'Cause
nothing
that's
I can
where-
do, 'cause
that's where the
since I
thing is,
multi-class,
right?
My paladin is still.
First person there wins. The first party there
First
wins.
team wins.
The immovable water things, right? So
Wins what?
let's see what's.
Fudge.
What else?
It gets to keep the book. That's not
we'll
that
just
be a
keep- let's
win.
still
The
just
Tom?
Let's keep the book of the dead, whatever this is.
What's the name of the book again? The Tome
Book of
of
Vile Darkness.
Awesomeness?
Book of Valda.
Well, yeah.
Vecna's book?
Vecna's
Vecna's spell book.
Wicked Awesomeness.
And there's a D&D movie about it on YouTube.
Vecna's book?
Book of Vile Darkness.
Vile Darkness?
Book of
The winner
Yes.
gets the
I thought the
whole
documentary of the book would be
dragon
a Stranger
horde.
Things, but that's his name.
They get the dragon, everything. All.
I think the ones in the
Every-
dragon horde should get the dragon horde personally.
Okay, that's
Nah,
probably
let's
fair.
not touch the dragon horde.
I agree. I mean, we're there.
Well, then you don't get the slaves.
No, sure,
You
we'll
don't get
we'll
the-
leave
you don't
some
get
for
the-
you.
You don't get the hordes that are in the cells and the
Oh yeah, I
barracks.
bet they have a lot of
They've got a
money
lot of
being
hordes.
Deal, done. You can get those. We'll get the one by the dragon. Done.
Whoever gets to the audience chamber first gets all the hordes. We'll get all the hordes from the cells.
Dude,
You'll get all the
does anyone
hordes
have a bag of holding to put all the coinage
Two
in?
bags of holding and a hole of
Portable hole.
portable hole. Thank you.
Actually, you don't. They were destroyed, and you now have a weird gem.
I have a portable hole full of mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
I have a helm of teleportation. I just got it.
I have a jar of dirt.
No.
I have a jar of
You also have
dirt.
Eldritch.
I have a jar of dirt.
Eldritch Leap.
Faith? What do I have?
Yeah, yeah.
Phase step or Misty step or which
Misty
one?
step, 15 feet.
Yeah, it's, I think it's
30 feet.
30 feet? 30 feet. 30 feet.
During the
Bonus action.
Alright, so you guys are gonna go.
downtime we've had.
As you're jumping through the portal, you hear the
I could have been making a
ghost of Niz Mimit say, I encourage you not to touch the horde. I encourage you not to touch the
Who
horde.
says that?
The spirit dragon, Niv Mizzet.
Why?
It may be cursed.
By all means, he waves his hand in the door.
It'll be hot, right?
Right, so you guys step through this portal and you are in a...
Wait, he's got something to say.
Yeah. During the times we've been out of I've been traveling and such. I could have been working on if we knew about this, I could be working on making stuff that will resist elemental damage from the surroundings.
We have resistance already from the potions. The potions give us resistance.
We have
Yeah,
resistance,
but
but he may be able to fully cancel it.
We don't have that stuff. We cannot make that stuff.
You've only had like 24 hours since you've been back at Ravnica. You
Yeah.
came back yesterday, the council was today.
Okay.
So there hasn't been a lot of crafting time, unfortunately.
Oh, one thing. If my character dies, the skeletons will go hostile. There's a solution, though. Ring of Mind Shielding. If you put that on one, I can possess it. After I die, it's weird. Overcomplicated magic guiding aside.
Alright, so Dragon
Step through the portal.
Dragon
You are
Team.
in a very traditional kind of J.R.R. Tolkien dragon horde. So, vaulted ceilings, caverny with like portals and archway, dwarven architecture, maybe some gnome architecture. It is warm but not scalding hot, right? So you're probably in some kind of deep volcanic kind of space. Air is very thick and it's difficult to breathe, but not... There is treasure everywhere. Gold, silver, weapons, boxes, gemstones. You're in like a quarter mile of treasure pile.
Anyone in here besides us?
It's dark, so you're using your dark vision, which is 120 feet, and at that range you're not seeing anything move or anybody in here right now.
I guess we keep moving forward.
Yeah, try to orient and go to the direction we need to go.
Okay, so you guys are kind of going down the hill. As you get about a quarter of the way down, you see what appears to be some kind of ritual space has been built. Right, so the treasure has been swept away from the floor. A altar has been erected. On the altar, there is a multi-headed dragon statue that is kind of melted, or like wax that is melted. And there are 4 bodies laying on the ground here. They look dead. They look human, like straight, normal human. They are wearing...
How do you know they're straight? I mean, can you tell by
Yeah. Please do an identification check. Or I guess, you know, he's wearing chaps.
It doesn't matter to me. I just want to know how come.
Right.
I mean, you said they're straight humans.
I meant not variant humans.
And there's something wrong with being a variant human?
Yeah, it's Grognards are
What
variant
the
humans.
fuck, David?
No, it's Grognards hate the varied humans. They're
I'm disappointed in you,
it's the optimizers that play varied humans.
Straight humans
Grognards
matter.
Nothing is wrong.
being a variant human.
You're supporting the variant humans?
Yes, I stand with equality, unlike your fucking old ass. Back in my day, old ass.
Varied
You need
humans.
to check your
Back in my day,
privilege.
we had one D&D rule.
Dead people, they are wearing ceremonial robes. They have a multi-headed dragon medallion around their necks. Rings on fingers look older.
They're still alive?
40s. They're dead. They look like a cult.
Are they fresh?
Health. What is that? That's a heal check.
I think that'd be medicine.
Medicine
I
check.
got a good medicine. I think it's +5.
Do a little not Columbo, Quincy. Little Dexter.
Guidance, sir. That's your entire job.
18. Yeah, their heads exploded.
Oh shit.
So there's like
I needed
blood
medicine.
coming out of their ears and nose, right? No other wounds on the body. It looks like they've been dead for a month-ish, a while. But there's not a lot going on in here. Like there's no, vermin infestation or anything like that. They're just dead.
I mean, yeah, their head exploded.
Yeah.
It's that chick from the.
But
Boys.
not like
Could I
head
do
exploded,
a
but like.
religion check to check if it was a ritual?
Yep.
Guidance, sir.
17. So definitely a ritual. All the makings of a ritual. Necrotic ritual. High level necrotic ritual. So the bowls, the other ceremonial magic devices that are here are very pricey looking. This is serious stuff. This is not normal. You also see a part on the altar where it looks like a book should be, and the book is not there.
Apparently you have to be rich to cast the high-level spells.
Straight and rich.
Would I know?
Straight and rich. I see how it is in this game.
Would I know?
And that's why they're the enemy and the bad guys. Yes.
Brian, one thing. Whenever someone says making a skill check, say I guidance them.
No, I need to do it
He's
more
not a cleric
creative.
anymore.
No, but I am Zoltek.
He's a druid, I thought he said. He's a druid.
Incarnate.
I thought you're Swoltek.
Someone who have no.
You humbled them. You humbled them.
I mean, if I could be, no, not even gonna go there.
Do you lift, bro?
Different swole.
Cody, are you with these guys?
Yes,
But no,
Did you bring the
Cody, it's
entire
not
Legion of
guidance.
Shadows in
You
here?
know,
Like a
being
shadows,
the
yeah.
enlightened
Give
being
me a
I
perception
am,
check
I
for
know
something
things.
with advantage.
I can see all permutations of the world.
Brian, guidance, please.
So, let me just channel. Not even channel anymore because I am Zoltek. I find that being within me. And what am I guiding you doing?
Perceiving stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Just existence in general. Reality.
Well, that is my specialty. I know all the realities going on here.
Still got your teeth.
And I point him to the correct reality.
Oh, Brian, your reality blending perception
I will bark
is on
inspiration
red
myself.
alert.
It's red alert.
There are multiple layers of draconic existence.
Permutations and realities and manifestations.
You know when all of a sudden you start hearing Black Sabbath? And the trip is no longer about whatever's actually playing on the radio, but everything sounds like Black Sabbath?
Yes.
Everything sounds like dragon. Right? There's scales, it's all dragony. Wings, teeth,
leather,
dragon, claws, talons.
It all sounds like the opening to Iron Man. You know Iron Man.
I do.
Iron Maiden?
You were looking at me like you didn't know what I was talking about.
I was making a reference to the coincidental nature of music, in that all music can start sounding like it was designed by Black Sabbath at a certain point at the party, right? Or it can all sound like it comes from Dr. Dre, or there's a theme that starts developing.
Okay.
And that theme is now everything's draconic, and it's layering on top of each other really fast.
And I see it all over the place. Everything is dragon.
Stages and layers and phases.
Stages, layers, and phases.
Giant,
and
a huge
manifestations of
giant,
dragons.
laughably large dragon corpse.
My perception check was a 25.
Yeah, the League of Shadows starts sending signals quietly down the line that there's definitely something in the corner over there.
Now you said a
and
corpse.
It's huge.
What level of decay is the corpse?
Okay, so
Do you need me to roll another?
yeah, our medicine checker comes up and looks at the
Get your
dragon.
guidance.
7.
Add a
no.
D4. Add a D4.
7
Bunches of oats?
and a D4.
There are different layers of that 7. And the manifestations and the
11.
permutations.
Right, so not a great roll, but definitely been dead longer than a month. Right, we've got caved-in rib cages. We've got an entire skull kind of like rotten and turned into sand at the base. It's as if all of his bones turned into something like chalky and light and like almost bird-like and just crumbled. So you've got collapsed legs,
What's the range on that?
Wings are torn and tattered. It's been here for a long time, or something very weird happened to it.
Can I go up to
And it appears to have been flying away from where the ritual was occurring. So it looks as if it was flying, died, and crashed where you find it.
I was gonna ask in regards to that religion check from before if I knew what the point of the ritual was. If I knew their goal for doing that ritual, or if I
You're a paladin, so it's necrotic. It's a dark evil ritual.
So you can make a check with further knowledge. I think that can help us have a
to make
necromancer.
something decay.
Oh, as a necromancer, I'm going to give you. So yeah, you can bring in you can identify it as necrotic, and you can bring in your friend the necromancer.
To help.
Okay, tell me the dead thing.
Okay, so can I make a check? I have advantage, guidance, I presume.
Brian,
do you give guidance?
What am I guiding here now?
Knowing what type of necromancy was going on.
What was it again? Layers upon permutations, upon manifestations of the different realities and channels.
He's very high.
And the channels that could happen.
So that's 17. That is 26.
What's in the tea, man?
Cody, you're actually shocked. You actually recoil. Even for your dark soul, this is too far. It appears as if this was lich magic. Splitting of souls, transmutation of souls, capturing the souls within other objects. Something very dark was happening. Brian, as he starts unweaving this, you're getting the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, God.
I lean into the heebs.
Okay.
Heebie-jeebies.
Heebs is good. Heebs is good.
Which one, the heebs or the jeebs? That's a good question.
To heeb or to jeeb?
Which one's straight?
That is the question.
The heebs and the jeans.
Stay away from those. Stay away from the straight. Move right to. I want to go up to the dragon.
So you're going to approach the dragon.
100%.
So you sense Cody unraveling.
What's his character's name?
Lazorius.
Lazorius.
Unraveling some kind of dark necrotic energy that she's detected. As you approach the dragon, there is an almost permanent thread connecting that ritual center to this dead dragon. It's like there's a string in the air that you can almost see.
I mean, is it a see or is it a feeling, like a vibe? Like I can sense the thickness of the air, the mistiness getting denser in this area.
Exactly.
But it's not like a vision?
And it's not moving. It's very solid.
Is it a straight line? Were you going to say a straight line?
I said solid.
You said solid, but I felt like you meant straight.
Solid straight line.
Solid straight line.
Straight.
I follow gaily along the straight line.
Yes.
Of course, so just imagine just Jack Sparrow, like, you know, teeter-tottering, not just
drunkenly
not
swaying,
gaily along the line.
Okay, and as you get kind of closer to the dragon, you see, kind of looking over the dragon, that there's a large exit to this cavern in that direction.
On the other side of the dragon, was the dragon blocking it?
It looks like the dragon was running towards it.
Running or flying?
Flying.
Wait, you're a necromancer. Can't you like do some cool shit with the dragon since it's
Bring it
dead?
back to life.
They can do a dance.
Ride it to
And like control it.
to the horde.
Sadly, that is a 14th level feature.
And I go back and I turn to the party.
Okay, as you go back...
No, I look back. I don't go back.
This thread that you were assuming came from the altar...
The straight thread?
There is a strange energy. Not natural. Or actually too natural. Almost like pure elemental force. Severing the string at the altar. So you would expect the altar to connect to the string to connect to the altar, right? But there's a definitive chop that's occurred.
Understood.
In all time and space.
Not chop though. That's where the thread stops.
Yes.
Right. But I'm not going. I want to go more towards the dragon.
Okay, you get to the dragon.
But I look back
Yes.
as I'm going forwards, and I look to the Dragon Party Z.
Yes.
And I say, exit over here, everybody, dude. Like, Dragon was on its way out of this manifestation and moving towards the exit from this cavern.
Okay. You exit and it's actually, you go out like a rather...
Before I exit, I want to examine close up this
dead dragon corpse.
And can I get some of the powders from the bones?
Absolutely.
I hear it's really good if you grind that bone up and put it with graphite and make a pencil.
Yes.
So you can actually draw and inscribe spell books